I should preface the highlights with the pitching lines of the starters. Colon, 9 in the third inning, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Zito, 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. At one point, Zito had retired 16 of 18, and Colon went for a stretch after the A's scored in the fourth inning, where through the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, he had faced a minimum number, allowing only 1 base runner, and he was wiped out in a double play, of which the Angels were able to turn 4 tonight. But an A's double play sort of signaled the kind of game this was going to be in the very bottom of the first inning. When Zito walked Piggins, he gave up the 2 walks tonight, and they came in the course of the first 5 batters, and after that he had an incredible rhythm, a remarkable curveball that had Angel hitters knee buckling all night. But in the first, he walked the leadoff man Piggins. With 44 steals, always a threat to steal, and with a good bat handler Cabrera up next, it was not illogical that Mike Scioscia would run the hit-and-run sign out there. And often, even though a ground ball goes to an infielder, you can't get 2. Cabrera, right-hand batter, slightly closed stance. Just beginning to fall here. There goes Piggins, bouncing ball right side. Ellis has it, shovel to second. Out! Throw to first. Out! Double play on an eyelash play at second base. With the runner, Piggins, a speedster going, Ellis still managed to get the flip over to short in time to get the call, and Scudero relayed to first for a double play that is very large, even at this early stage.
Definitely got him at second. Watching the replay, it was almost as if Piggins slid over the bag, and Scudero was on the bag. Great decision by Mark Ellis.
Zito, meantime, gave up his only other walk with 1 out in the second inning, then went on a strikeout march, getting Erstad and Rivera looking. Went into the third inning, retiring the side in order and getting 2 strikeouts, so he struck out 4 in the span of 5 batters. The A's thought they might get on the board there in the third inning when Swisher drew the only walk given up by Colon tonight to lead off the inning, and on an error by Adam Kennedy, the A's had runners at first and second. But Scudero flied out to right field, and then Jason Kendall at the top of the order hoped to find a hole somewhere.
Now, Colon checks the runners. Here's the pause. Kendall, a right-handed hitter, and it's a line drive, 1 out for the short, taken by Cabrera on the bag for 1, over to first for a double play. So the A's had 2 on and nobody out and failed to score. That was tailor-made, a 6-3 double play on Kendall. And after 2.5, still 0-0.
As I mentioned, Zito began to get that rhythm and got into that strikeout mode. And with 2 out, nobody on, and Piggins up in the third inning, he had struck out 3 of the previous 4. And just the way the broadcasters sounded, you could tell what was going on with Barry Zito.
2-2 to Piggins. Cabrera on deck. And Zito's pitch is on the outside corner, off speed. Bring him up. Strike 3 called. Zito 4 strikeouts for the last 5 outs by K's. And the Angels on the Zito curveball to Piggins go down 1-2-3. And after 3, no score.
There was 1 out in the A's half of the fourth when Eric Chavez stepped up.
0-2. Colon, first base side of the rubber. Benji Molina sets up inside. Here's the delivery. Swung on and spanked. Deep right center field. Piggins going back. He's going to watch, and that's going to be off the wall. And Chavez turning at first, going to second with a stand-up double. And the A's have their second hit. And Chavez almost got it out. Boy, I saw Benji Molina set up inside, and Colon tried to get one in there on him. And Chavez made him pay for it.
Dan Johnson was up next. He'd never faced Colon until tonight. He struck out the previous time up. They had the modified overshift on for the A's rookie first baseman.
1-1 is Colon. Reading Molina. Chavez takes his lead from second. In the scoreless ball game in the fourth inning, Colon delivers, and Johnson hits the ground ball up the middle. That's going to work into center field for a base hit. Chavez rounding third to score, and the A's have taken a 1-0 lead. Dan Johnson singles to center. Here in the fourth inning, 1-0 A's.
Well, that was hit him where they ain't on the shift.
It was well placed. Kennedy couldn't get to his right. Cabrera couldn't get to his left.
Hatterberg followed with a single, but all was negated when Payton grounded into a double play, and Zito came out to pitch the shutdown fourth inning. Gave up a 1-out hit to Garrett Anderson. With 2 out, Benji Molina, the club's most effective hitter in August, was at the plate.
Zito peers in to get his sign. Benji Molina in open stance. Kendall sets up away. The pitch to Molina is waved at a fastball on the outside corner. That's 5 strikeouts for Zito, and he's on his game tonight. And after 4, A's 1, Angels nothing.
A's fans like that sort of thing, so how about the 5th inning? 2 out on ground balls, Quinlan at the plate. Now the 1-2 on the way. Strike 3. Duplicate of the first at bat for Quinlan. A looking strike this time on a curveball, and Zito continues to excel through 5. A 1-hitter for Berry, 1-0 Athletics. Meantime, Cologne got on a roll. A 1-out single in the 7th inning by Hatterberg was followed by a double play ball after that of Payton, and to the point where there was, he was through 9 innings. Cologne had faced a minimum number of hitters over the span of 5 2/3 innings. Meantime, Zito was just as effective. Cologne, by the way, was rolling up ground ball outs, and when he left the ball game in the 10th inning, he had achieved 18 ground ball outs tonight. When Zito went to work on Quinlan in the 8th inning of the ball game, he had retired 16 of his previous 18, and then tried to slip a fastball by him.
His 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, hit the left deep. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone, and we're tied. A line shot into the lower deck in left field, almost hooked around the foul pole. Wasn't that deep, and barely fair, but well hit on a line by Rob Quinlan. His second home run. A's 1, Angels 1.
That's where it stayed as Zito then came out to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. First time he'd gone beyond 8 this year. Got 2 quick fly ball outs, and down came that dramatic point with Guerrero at the plate. Anything can happen with the MVP from 2004, and the A's were hoping they could find a way to negate him, and Zito did. Zito ready, taking the sign again. Starts the motion for the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He chased one 2 feet inside in the dirt, striking out, ending the 9th, and sending us on into extra innings, tied at 1-1. And the standing crowd collectively took its seats, over 42,000 tonight. The A's in the 10th inning looked like they might have the right thing going with Dan Johnson leading off against Cologne. Molina into the crouch, has the sign out, the pitch. Swing and a drive to left field, coming on Anderson, reaches down, and doesn't make the catch, and it rolls by him. And Johnson's around first on the way to second, and in there standing. A sinking drive to left field. Garrett Anderson coming on, reached down. It wasn't an all-out slide effort. It was a little bit clumsy, and I wonder if the back problems that have plagued him all year long might have played a hand in the way he played that ball.
He normally eats that up.
Rookie Freddie Bynum made his Major League debut as a pinch runner and was sacrificed to third by Hatterberg. And then K-Rod, the closer par excellence of the Angels, got the call to come in and try to get 2 outs and keep the ball game even at 1-1. Payton was a victim of an outstanding foul ground play by Erstad, draping himself over the photographer's bay railing to achieve out number 2, and it came down to Nick Swisher with a runner at third trying to get that go-ahead run home for the A's. Rodriguez is ready. The high set. And he pours in the 2-2. Strikes him out swinging. K-Rod saves the moment. Fouling out Payton, striking out Swisher, stranding Bynum at third. Bottom of the 10th coming up. Still 1-1. Kiko Calero pitching the 10th for the A's, gave up the 1-out single to Erstad, and with 2 out and Quinlan at the plate, a steal of second by Erstad allowed him to go to third when the Kendall throw went into center field. And now that winning run was 90 feet away, with Quinlan trying to be a hero for a second consecutive at bat. Quinlan out of the University of Minnesota. Open stance, deep in the box, way outside the target. He swings and misses, striking out on the slider and leaving that potential winning run at third base. And at the end of 10, it's still 1-1. K-Rod on the mound, 11th inning. Bobby Kelty only 3 for 21 on the road trip. Up there with a 2-0 count, fastball count.
Here's the 2-0 delivery, swung on, hit the right field, deep, way back, it's gonna go, and the A's have taken the lead. A tremendous shot to right field by Bobby Kelty. And here in the 11th inning, A's 2, Angels 1.
Maybe that's why Socha didn't want him to face him in the last inning.
Bobby Kelty's 8th home run.
Just 3 for 21 on the trip until that at bat.
The dead right field, a no-doubter on a fastball. He got a fastball out over the plate between the belt and the knees and did not miss it.
And in a fastball count. When Houston Street came on for the possible save in the bottom of the 11th, he got one quick out, but then Figgins worked a walk, and that was trouble. 44 steals for the year for Figgins, second in the American League. And he swiped second base without a throw. Cabrera popped out to short for the second out, but Anderson worked the walk to put runners at first and second, and once again, it was Guerrero, the man. Everybody standing, and the rookie closer against the reigning MVP.
Street peering into Kendall. Has the sign now. And here's the 1-1 on the way. Swung on it, a broken bat, ground ball to second. Ellis has it, throws to first, and the ball game is over. The Angels lead 2 in the 11th as Houston Street saws the bat in half on a fastball to Vladimir Guerrero and a weak ground ball to second by Guerrero as the A's win the ball game in the 11th inning. In the top half, a tremendous home run by Bobby Kelsey. In the bottom half, Houston Street gets the save. And on the 30th of August, the A's have 75 wins and a 2-game lead over the Angels in the West. Our final score in 11, the A's 2 and the Angels 1.
Perhaps an excessive highlight package, but from my standpoint, just thinking of radio listeners who tune in and tune out during the course of the night, I'd like to capsulize the total feeling of this ball game here tonight. Quite honestly,
I'm just glad that you've got that responsibility.
Quite honestly, Ken, I could do this for a living and enjoy it.
I think, it's great. Now, maybe you're going to do 5 or 6 games in a row now.
Well, I'm waiting to hear what happened in the rest of baseball because I didn't pay a doggone bit of attention tonight. Well,